Jewish holiday Purim. Here to tell us more about the customs and the traditions, we're joined by Rabbi Chaim Chabad. Good morning to you. Welcome to Houston's Morning Show. I'm glad you're here. And for someone who might not be very familiar with the holiday, can you explain the meaning behind it and why it's so important to you?
Yes, Melissa, thanks so much for having me back. Today is a holiday of Purim. We get dressed up, and this year of the masks is definitely something that coincides with the holiday of Purim. Because the reason why we wear masks on Purim is the whole story is that we read the Book of Esther. The Book of Esther is a scroll that's read, and in this scroll it talks about the entire story how Esther was the hidden queen who advocated on behalf of the Jews who were decreed to be annihilated. And so the story on the surface looks like it's one story, and really beneath the surface, it's God's hand saving the Jewish people. And so we wear masks because what you see is not what you get. And so, although every year I'm with you, and I'm always coming up in all kinds of get-ups, we wear our masks in order to be able to show that sometimes, and we all have different kinds of personalities. And a whole year, we may look like we're different kinds of people, but really deep inside of us, we really may be someone else. And there's various traditions we do on Purim, Melissa. There is 4 traditions. There's the reading of the Megillah. There is having a feast, which we have this year individually packaged hamantash, which are safe and COVID safe for all of our participants. A triangular cookie filled with good stuff. We give gifts of food to friends filled with all kinds of goodies. And then we give charity to the poor. So there's 4 traditions: a feast, reading of the Megillah, giving gifts of charity to the poor, and the gifts to our friends, gifts of food. And so that's the holiday of Purim in a nutshell. And what else would you like to know, Melissa?
Oh, I think it's so intriguing, and I'm really glad that you showed us all of that. Now, what about the length of it? Is it a one-day holiday? Does it last for days? What is the timing of it all?
So the holiday begins tonight and tomorrow. And tonight and tomorrow, we read from the Book of Esther. And during the time of the Book of Esther, every time we read about the wicked Haman, we wipe him out. And we make a lot of noise in order to be able to say that we're going to stamp out all negativity. And so this year has been definitely a very difficult year. The last time we actually had a celebration really of this size, I think was a year ago, before everything went into the shutdown because of the pandemic. And sometimes, we have all kinds of difficult times in our lives. We have to remember that we will get past this and we will win. And there's more than 45 Megillah readings happening, sponsored by Chabad of Houston throughout Houston. And that can be found on our website, chabadhouston.com/Purim schedule. And because of COVID precautions, it's limited in space. And so you must call ahead to make sure that we have enough space for all of you Jewish people who need to celebrate Purim. Please come out. One more thing, one more surprise. Every year I always come out and I celebrate Purim, and I always come out on the holidays, I have my beard. Well, here's the big reveal. My beard is really very, very long. Check that out. I call it my beard tie.
Oh my goodness.
And then we tuck it in, and there it is. We really have the real Rabbi Chaim. So what you see is not always what you get.
You are just full of surprises this morning, Rabbi. Always good to see you. Thanks for sharing your delectable personality and for sharing this very special holiday with our viewers.
I'm happy to supply my Purim magic for you. Happy Purim, everybody.